This is Dalson's Tiers in Western Plaguelands. I am going to farm these guys for rep, raw gold, grays, really honestly anything. Some epics can drop, some blues can drop, etc. I'm going to buff up. I got my Night Fin, got my Dragon Breath, get this if you don't have it, and I got my Crystal Spire, so I'm going to go ahead and reset this data so we can take a look at it afterwards. But Crystal Spire is really nice. These are all just farming items that I have, so you can have that Nagel Ring, which is I think actually what I'm using. Nope, I'm using Cyclopean for some reason. Nagel is that 3 arcane damage ring that you get from BRD. I'm not wearing that this time around. But again, yeah, I'm here to farm these guys for rep, gold. You just gotta make sure that you have your rune on, or your, I forget, what's the other one called? Don't remember. Looks like that. Argent Dawn commission. But yeah, so this is kind of a nice easy farm. These guys are really low level, so they're not going to be hitting you that much. Like I have this add-on that shows my avoidance breakdown for each mob I click on, so you can see it changing. 71 against him it's 74. So the lower they get, obviously the higher my avoidance is, higher chance to block, parry, all just nice things. Damage avoidance. So yeah, I just get as many as I want, as many as I can. Sometimes it gets a little hectic. Right now I'm looking pretty good. Dragon Breath Chili is just insane. I can't say that enough. I'm gonna heal myself. Concentration aura. People use Retribution, and some like say going into improved Retribution is worth it, but it's only an extra 10 damage, which you can make up for with Crystal Spire. And honestly, some would argue that you could make up with Dragon Breath. So it's kind of like you're sacrificing talents for like a little bit of gold that you spend on get symbols. To be able to hold, honestly, to me, way more moves. Oh my god. I'm getting way too low. I gotta stop. So I pop my wisdom, find the highest mob, consecrate. I'm gonna take a lot of damage. Boom. Dragon Breath can crit. It's so OP. I'm telling you, it's so broken. Gotta do that. Honestly, I gotta pop the potion. I'm getting really low. This is gonna be too many mobs. Crit. It's so funny. This is just ridiculous. I would get maybe half this amount. Only reason I'm able to do that is because of his chest, like all the gear I have. So my chest piece, got my Skull Flame, got my Dragon Breath Chili. They would not have gone down as fast, so I want to take a look. I did 67,000 damage on these mobs. 68, you know, whatever. But let's take a look. Dragon Breath Chili is second, so that did 11,000 damage, which is like roughly about a third of what I did in my consecration. A little bit more. Flame Strike, that's from Skull Flame Shield. It's only a 1% chance to proc that explosion, which is Flame Strike. 12% of the total damage. That scales with spell power. So each hit, 99 to 105 or 125, or sorry, 75 to 125. Oh my god, it doesn't scale. Oh my god, I thought this whole time. Well, I do know that the struck in combat, stealing HP, that does scale directly with it, so we can see where's healing. First, I want to get this poison off. Trying to count these guys, but I lost count already, so trying to do it nice and slowly so I can come back and see how many I killed. So I try to pull with like for 10 straight minutes of pulling. I do that. Having water is really helpful, so you can just go to the IF bridge, just pick up some water. These guys drop Morning Glory Dew, so you can even self-sustain with that. Not every time, obviously. So Night Fin Soup kind of also counteracts that. You don't need this. You think about a pull that lasts a minute, it's 60 seconds, that's what, 10 instances, no, it's 12 instances of 8, that's like 90 mana per minute. That's nice. It's not like game breaking or anything, but yeah. So I didn't have my main buff on, fancy that. Whoopsies. So that was that many mobs without my Greater Blessing Sanctuary. That's nice. So let's take a look at my healing done now. Healing done is super important, 22k, so I did 3 times as much damage as I took. Holy Light, 64%. Drain Life, which is my chest piece, 5.2k, which is 23%. Uther's Light Effect, which is this, absorbed 2,000 damage, which is a max rank Holy Light. So it basically saved me about 600 mana from that one pull. Flash of Light, and I think Drain Life actually also comes from the shield. I know it classifies it on the damage, it's just not necessarily, that guy distracted me. It doesn't classify it into something, it doesn't say like Skull Flame Shield, it's just Drain. So it says min 26, max 226, which is just insane. That's I think per 1 hit? That's crazy. Don't know where that came from. Maybe that's 4 seconds, 120. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense, but it's a lot. So let's just gather up another little bit. I get sidetracked in these a lot. Kind of just go off rambling. So if you don't like that, let me know. If you don't care, if you like it, don't say anything. It just makes me happy. I like talking, especially when I'm kind of nervous. It feels a lot more natural. But these guys I want to stay away from. It's still not because there's a skull from earlier. I think in my first video actually. Again, this is a reshoot. But if you can get your hands on a Skull Flame Shield, do it. I bought one for cheap and I could have resold it. But no, screw that. I would have way too much fun with this thing. I'd actually make more gold than what it was worth using it. Because there are some shields, like just in terms of speed of doing things versus just actual like, efficiency. Because if I really wanted to just bare bones, you know, farm stuff, I would just use my Argent Defender, or I would just use Crest of Retribution, or even my Draconian Defender with Thorium Spikes on that. But I had Thorium Spikes on this before, and I usually took them off to put on 2% blocking because it's nice for just tanking dungeons in general. Don't really use it that much for AoE. But yeah. Dragon Bread Chili, I just can't express it enough. You have to make it. Go farm those flame sacks from those Emerald Whelps and Swamp Sorrows. They're super easy to kill. I think I can 2-shot them. I crit like crazy on them, and my crit's only I think 6% on this thing, maybe even 5%. They die so easily. If you have a 2-hander and you're specting it, they'll... I guess you wouldn't be farming them doing AoE farming if you're specting 2-handed, but you know what I mean. They die incredibly fast. One swing and a Judgment of Righteousness. Whatever you want to do. You don't necessarily need the talents that I have. You can go with like a slightly different thing. How much does that sell for? $1.71. 21.
I can't loot that.
But so far from all these mobs, you know, I'm gonna take a wild guess and say like I'm kind of doing it slow too. I'm not really speeding through it just because I'm explaining what I'm doing. Yada yada yada. Let me get that off. Get some bandages. Bandages are really nice. You can have the not heavy rune cloth. You can just use a normal rune cloth. And per pull, you know, I get how many rune cloth? 2, 3, 4. You know, a whole bunch. Rune cloth. And like right now, this is just from today. I have maybe been doing this for an hour, if that. And I have 20, 40, 60, 80 rune cloth on me. Super nice. It's really good for wet farming if you're trying to go for like, you know, like let's say you're a gnome and you want to go for a horse. It's obviously not like great because you can just make gold otherwise or elsewhere, and then funnel it straight into buying rune cloth from people. Again, I'm going on a tangent, but that's Dalson's Tears. If you liked it, let me know. If you didn't like it, let me know. If you didn't care to say anything, then don't say anything. I do this for fun. I love AoE farming and I just want to share it with people. So, thanks for watching, guys.